Part 5 of the Healing Attachment Wound series. So many of you said there's absolutely no way I could have experienced breaking the attachment with my mother. She was loving, kind, and present when I was a small child, so how did I end up putting all of my fingers down in that initial video? The nervous system of a newborn child becomes the nervous system of the mother. So if that mother is dysregulated in any way because she experienced a break in the attachment with your grandmother, you will automatically assume the same nervous system as your dysregulated mom. So whether she is anxious, avoidant, or fearful avoidant as a result to the break in the attachment with your grandmother, you will automatically adopt that nervous system dysregulation, causing you to have a break. This is known as inherited trauma or transgenerational trauma. And it's important to note that the nervous system or the attachment style of that first generation is going to determine the nervous system or attachment style of the 2 generations below it. Essentially, not only do you have the same nervous system as your parents, you have the same nervous system as your grandparents. It affects 3 generations. Another thing that I heard quite a bit is that this series is about blaming mothers, and that is so far from what the intention is behind it. I am merely trying to educate and inform all of you on how you may have arrived to a point in your life where you are experiencing behavioral and developmental issues as a result of a break in the attachment. It does not mean that your mother or your parents are bad people because they caused the break. So many of us in our parenthood journey make mistakes, and a lot of them are completely out of our control. So to say that we're placing blame or fault on the parent because they experience postpartum depression or we're going through a divorce or experience the loss of a loved one does not mean that they're a bad parent. It just means that they were not fully available to you at a very fragile time of your life, and that would unfortunately misshape the way that you experience your relationships with other people and yourself. So please only see it as that. Lastly, the attachment style of the child generally remains the same from 18 months all the way up to 20 years old. This happens about 75% of the time, which means that 25% of the time, the child's attachment style may change before 20. However, most adults experience a change in attachment style once they form new, healthy, secure bonds with other adults.